Hello, family. Don't forget to subscribe.
In this video, we are going to review the one-night stay that we had at the H2O Hotel and our visit to Manila Ocean Park. We stayed in the king-size aqua room. Basically, that is a room where the entire wall was an aquarium that was lit up. Now, the first thing that we noticed when we got there was they seemed to be pretty well understaffed. We got there and the concierge was basically one person. He was answering the phones, talking to people. I ended up having to grab my own luggage carrier, go out to the cab, load it up, and bring it back in myself without any assistance. The check-in process was pretty similar. There was one person working the desk. We got up there, check-in was smooth, but then when we asked where our room was, she basically just said, down there, take a right, take a left, and go down the hall. So I'm not necessarily directionally challenged. Okay, let's face it, I'm directionally challenged. So it took us a good 10 minutes of wandering around asking patrons where our room number was to be able to finally figure out what hallway she was talking about and where our room was. Now, the room itself was nice. It was clean. It was really spacious. And yeah, it was pretty cool having that big aquarium going all the way across the room. However, one of the first things we noticed was when we turned on the TV to just take a look and maybe see a movie to hang out for a little bit because it was raining really hard, there was no movies. All it had was just basic cable on the TV. Now, normally at a small, inexpensive hotel, all right, I could understand that. But this is not a small, inexpensive hotel. This was a pretty expensive room that we got. So I was very surprised at just the lack of what was included. The other thing that wasn't included in it was breakfast. Pretty much every place that we stayed at during our trip in the Philippines, they all included breakfast in with the price of the tickets. Lime Resort did, and the other places we did. So I was also very surprised that we had to pay extra for the breakfast here at the H2O Hotel in Manila. Now, after we got checked in, we got everything settled in the room, we decided to go and visit the Manila Ocean Park. Now, this is kind of unique. It's a little bit of a mixture of an aquarium and kind of an amusement area. They had an area for superheroes. They had an area with toys. They had an area with Antarctica, another section that was Christmas all year long. So there's a lot of different things to visit. Again, the tickets were not included in the price of the hotel. And another interesting thing is that once you visit one area, you're not allowed to go back in again. So after our visit to Ocean Park, we decided to stop in one of the restaurants and get a bite to eat. Now, the food was good. It was not very expensive. It was tasty. So there was no issues with that. And of course, not being included in the price seemed to be common in most of the places. Now, it was after this point that things got a little weird. It was later at night. I think it was around 7:30-ish. We decided to go walk around and kind of visit the nightlife. Now, the H2O Hotel is located right inside Rizal Park. Unfortunately, that night it had rained so much that it was really, really, really wet everywhere, and we decided not to go that route and go to the Rizal Park. We decided we'd go and check out the pool. Now, here's the interesting part. So when we asked about the pool, we were told that the pool closes at 5 o'clock when just about everything else in the ocean park closes. So basically what it boils down to is that there's really not much of a nightlife around the hotel itself for adults. I think you'll find that this hotel is geared more to the younger crowd, the kids, families, things like that, where they don't stay up late and they're not looking for that nightlife kind of a feel. So all in all, the hotel was nice. It's in a nice area. However, I would not rate it as a resort or a 5-star type of a hotel. It's more of just a regular hotel geared mostly towards kids.